shit.
Alright, hey, welcome back to the channel. Goofy Wrestling Nuts here. You know your boy, Mr. Mubs. And to my left or right, it just depends on how you're looking at it.
Roll dog, getting my nerd on.
Of course, he's always getting his nerd on. Of course, you see the logo down here in the corner. Yeet. We're doing WrestleMania 35 predictions before it goes live on Sunday. Now, if you're one of those lucky people who spent the money to actually go this year, hopefully it's worth the price you paid. Anyway, we're going to get straight into it. Predictions. We're starting with the pre-show, which is the Women's Battle Royal, the Men's Battle Royal, and the Cruiserweight Championship. So, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about the women first, and then I'll let you go first on the men's side.
Okay.
So, in the Women's Battle Royal, we've got, let's see, Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickie James, Zelina Vega. I'm going to go with Asuka just because how you going to do a girl like that? You're going to strip her of the SmackDown title and then not give her a moment at WrestleMania. So I'm going to go with my girl Asuka just because, I mean, I get what WWE was trying to do, was trying to set up the main event to be like that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with my girl Asuka because she's been through a lot here lately, not doing anything on SmackDown. So, what's your thoughts on it, brother?
My thoughts, my prediction is, what I'm going to go with is, I'm going to go with Asuka too. I just feel like you built her up so much, coming out of NXT, being undefeated, she, personally, that could have easily been just as good as seeing Ronda to me. And honestly, if you hadn't put Ronda in the wrestling world, I feel like Asuka would be there. But I will say though, on a sad note, I like the glow.
I mean, she won it last year though.
So she win again this year. I don't care.
My thing is okay, on both sides, men and women's. Here's what I don't like is like, oh yay, we won a trophy. Well, I don't want a trophy. I want a championship.
Right, yeah.
So make something to the stipulation of WWE. Make the stipulation like if you win, you get a championship shot at your respective title on the following Monday Night Raw or the following SmackDown, that you win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal or the Women's Battle Royal. Anyway, so that is that. Who you got for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal?
All right. So if this is going with what I'm seeing, if this is what who's in the match, of course you can never count out Braun Strowman, but they'll probably throw in something where he gets double teamed or something, and everybody kind of knocks him out the way first, or he might win it all. That's not my prediction. I'm gonna go out on a string here. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys on the list that I like. I'll give some honorable mentions outside of Braun Strowman. I like Bobby Roode. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But then you got Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. To me they could team up. Take out the others, and then do they thing at the end. It might be one of them. Who was it that fought way back when Hulk won the title? Was it him fighting? Who was he fighting? Scott? Or was it Kevin?
I think it was Scott.
I think it was Scott when he poked him in the leg. I mean, I don't think they'll run that back. But
Kevin.
Okay.
Kevin, yeah.
See, I don't think they'll run that back though. But I'm just saying it could be like that. Remember, they did do that. Me personally, I gotta go with what I want, because they're all good. So I'm gonna say EC3 because I want to see.
Yeah, I think that would be a good choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at this list, and I'm not like. Me personally, I realize that it's just my opinion. I'm not too thrilled with anybody on the list.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with him on that. Like I said, outside of Braun Strowman and Bobby Roode and EC3, to me, I rest my, it's like, okay.
I'm going to go out on a very, very long limb here and say Mustafa Ali wins.
Oh, that's a big... he's a high flyer, though. I like him.
I was going to say, and, like the thing is like all these people in this battle royal are good.
Yeah, but he's entertaining though, for real, y'all. Yeah, watch him. He's entertaining, like for real.
He does a Spanish fly like no other.
Man, he's awesome. I'll give him that. Like prop them, man. Good job, homie.
I was gonna say like no doubt. I barely do a tuck and roll, let alone a Spanish fly.
Right.
All right, so we got the Cruiserweight Championship, Buddy Murphy, who is the champion, versus Tony Nese. Now it's starting to get a little bit better because you only have a couple of people to choose from.
Right.
Because there's so many other people.
Right.
All right. So on this, I guess comment down below if you ever watched 205 Live. If you don't, this match doesn't matter to you. I don't know. I'd say Buddy Murphy retains just out of spite of... Nobody watches 205 Live. It's a waste of time to the WWE Network.
I'm sorry. I liked it when it first came out because I know some of the cruiser, but then they started getting in trouble, and I was like, for real? And you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. He ain't here no more, getting in trouble. It's two of them. I'm like, dude, for real, man. And anyway, I'm going to say Buddy Murphy because I just don't like Tony Nese. And plus, it'd be cool to me to see maybe, you see the former champion just stick it to Nese because he beat him on half. I mean, and I'm talking about some guys in there, y'all know me. If y'all watch the show, Mr. Mubs always, whatever. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know I was going to say that anyway. Yeah. Buddy Murphy because I do not like Tony Nese. Sorry.
Right. Okay, so the next one we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos, who are the champions. Versus Ricochet and Aleister Black versus The Bar versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. Go for it, Raw Dog.
Alright. And, you really can't put anything around they throw riches at you all the time and shock values. So, the safe bet would probably either go with the Usos or The Bar. Me personally, I would like to see, Ricochet and Aleister Black. And everybody knows why I'm saying Ricochet. And that's got more to do with home.
That, I was going to say, that personally goes back to, we did a video, right when this channel first aired.
Yeah.
And we were talking about people who were going to go up to the main roster.
Yeah, and Ricochet was one.
And you chose Ricochet. I chose Tommaso Ciampa, which they both did debut within 6 months.
Right.
Unfortunately, Tommaso Ciampa got injured, and he's got to be out.
Sucks.
But Ricochet and Aleister Black have been lighting it up, regardless of whether they're on NXT or SmackDown or Raw.
And plus, that's a nice little team. The way they built them up on NXT. I mean, dude, real talk, that's a good team. I don't know. That's like.
Right, and the thing is, they're such a good team because you could totally do. If Aleister Black was in, he could hit the black mask. Yeah. And then your person would be falling on the floor in the corner.
Yeah.
And then Ricochet, you could tag Ricochet in, and then come off the top with the 630.
Yeah, you see, exactly.
And then that's winner, chicken dinner. But realistically, I could see Shinsuke and Rusev taking it just because they're a good heel team.
And I would call that a shock value, y'all. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mr. Moore, but I just want to let you know that that was going to be my shock value right there. Now, like I said, I'm going with, Ricochet and Aleister Black because I am a Ricochet fan. Like I said, that has something to do with home. All right, y'all. When the mic keeps saying, I know everything I'm saying I'm black. No, that's to do with Kentucky.
No, I mean he's originally from Paducah, Kentucky.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And me and Raw Dog, we like to kid around with each other. So I mean, I poke fun at a lot of stuff he does. He pokes fun at the stuff I do.
But I will let y'all know that my favorite wrestler in there is not Ricochet. It's Shinsuke Nakamura. I love the guy. I will back him if they won't make me a manager and I clock somebody in the head with a horn like Jimmy Hart today. Hey, I do it. I throw dust in his ass. I mean, I get up there and cheat. Hey, Nakamura, and his manager, Mr. Raw Dog.
All right. Well, the next match I want to talk about, and I may take a little more time on this one. Of course. So just throwing it out there, WWE had a poll on their website.
Yeah.
On how interested you were for this match.
Right.
I put not likely at all. Like, I hate this match. It is Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Kurt Angle's farewell match. I completely hate it. I hope this is how it goes down. John Cena whoops the crap out of Baron Corbin. Backstage, John Cena comes out, fights Angle for his last match because John Cena's first match was against Angle.
Angle, yeah.
Go back to the Ruthless Aggression. I think he had like red shorts on and a red attire. It was a John Cena, buzzed haircut. But anyway, that's the only fitting way to end Kurt Angle's career is with the person who he started John Cena's career.
Yes.
So I feel like that is the only way that Angle's proper send-off could be.
I would love to see that, but we know that the WWE has a real bad habit of sending its retiring stars out on sour notes. I mean, come on, Undertaker, the Dudley Boys.
Oh, by the way, not to mean to cut you off, but I say whoever Angle's facing is going to win. Whether it be John Cena, Baron Corbin. I hate the fact that he does like 10-minute rest holds. Baron Corbin is nothing but a rest hold. You can throw him out by the garbage. Sorry. Go ahead.
Like I said, I was going, like letting y'all know that they do that. You know what I'm saying? They might do it. You know what I'm saying? Or they might give you a hint that this might not be a farewell match and somebody intervenes and it's, Kurt come back just for one more and prove it that you can, I don't know. Personally, whoever he fighting, I hope Kurt wins. Honestly, let this be his farewell. Let it be a legit farewell.
Don't bring The Undertaker after he's been defeated.
Yeah.
Don't bring Shawn Michaels and Triple H out of retirement.
Yeah. No, we don't. Let him go out.
Let him be done. Because my thing with the WWE is you bring these older superstars back. And you, for example, Raw 25. If anybody's ever seen it, go back. If you got the WWE Network, go back, watch Raw 25. They absolutely buried the Revival on that episode of Raw. You had X-Pac and DX, and there was Scott Hall and somebody else out there. They absolutely buried the Revival, and we're not about that. I get it. It's great nostalgia. But the mere fact of them burying a younger talent, it doesn't forward the progress of your company. It's like we're going back in a time machine and saying we're going to dig up the Ultimate Warrior and have him face Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah, trying to get, basically whipping the mule to death pretty much is why I see that one, like how he's putting it. Because they do that. Like, quit bringing these older wrestlers back and tarnishing their reputations. I'm tired of seeing my heroes come back when they're not in their prime. It's like that's the reason they lost. And you give me like, oh well, like come on, we know he shouldn't have been out there. Like we know there's some of them that we wish would come back. You know what I'm saying? But
Dude,
not coming back.
And you know, to be honest with you, perfectly honest with you, Rock could step in the ring right now. And it would be fine to me because he's in shape.
Yeah.
He still knows his way around the ring. He can still work a mic. Like that's just it. Though.
And he's huge now. I don't know. He might be bigger now than he was then.
But I'm just saying though, you bring back these people like Hulk Hogan,
yeah.
Shawn Michaels,
No,
Triple H, The Undertaker. People that are not necessarily past their prime, but they're not in shape anymore.
Yeah, like I was watching Shawn Michaels. It was Shawn Michaels, Triple H versus Undertaker and Kane, and I swear, and it just looked like a bunch of old idiots. I like the match. But you can tell they couldn't do
what they used to do,
and they was trying to do it, and it was like, dude, it's like you looking at Shawn Michaels come off the rope. I'm like, dude, you struggling. I mean, you could tell. I mean, it was like, dude, you're struggling. It's like, if y'all don't really pay attention, you're going to end up breaking your neck.
Anyway, we're getting off subject here.
Right.
The next match, The Miz versus Shane McMahon, Falls Count Anywhere. What are you thinking, Raleigh?
Well, we had a discussion earlier. And Mr. Mo before me, it really does it's really no point in Shane winning. I mean, he's just a piece there.
But it doesn't do it any justice for Shane McMahon to win.
Yeah, like what you said. Shane's not the true wrestler.
Miz has got to be the winner here.
Yeah, he's got to be.
There's no other choice. What is the point?
Yeah.
Of having
Shane McMahon.
No, you build up the Miz for a championship.
Yeah, because the Miz is like we were talking about the last match.
Regardless if he goes after Samoa Joe's U.S. title or the WWE title.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Build Miz back up. Turn him heel because he's better heel than he is a baby face.
We don't want to see a baby face.
Oh, I'm sorry. Baby face and heels don't exist anymore.
Well, we want to see the butthole Miz. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. I'm sorry. And he does it good. He does. I give the Miz props on this one. That's the reason I want the Miz to win this one. I only know one performer that I hate that much that I like him. And y'all know who that is. Come on now. He's always undershot or his favorite. I doubt you. We talking about.
Woo! Ric Flair!
Man.
Woo!
Couldn't stand him, but you gotta love him.
But anyway, so we both agree on that. The Miz is definitely winning that match.
Yeah,
there's no other way unless for some god-awful reason Vince shows his face and does something to the Miz.
Yeah, and they won't Shane and win the championship again. If you beat Brock Lesnar, but y'all on different brains, so that's not going to happen.
Trust me, we're going to get to that here in a few. The Women's Tag Team Championships, Sasha Banks and Bayley, Boston Hug Connection, versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya, Hart Dynasty 2.0. Nia Jax versus my personal opinion on this. Originally, we had kind of already said something else, but I kind of want a nostalgia kick just for giggles, I guess. And I'm pulling one out of my rear here, but I say Beth Phoenix and Natalya win, just because, just to have, as long as Beth's in shape, that's not what I'm saying to be. Don't not bring back stars, but bring back stars that are in shape that want to do this for the long haul. Not ones that have sat on their couch for 4 years and drank beer. Yeah,
and then got bills piled up and want to come back and do 2 or 3 shows and pull a Brock Lesnar.
I'm sorry. Anyway,
I'm sorry I said that.
Who you think's winning?
Me, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna go out. Me, I'm gonna go, like he said to me. Yeah, we done said it before. There's no such thing as a face and a heel. I don't care. Me personally, I'm in love with the group of Sasha Banks and Bailey. I'm sorry. This them be only because I like both of them. Now the other I have no clue. I don't care about the iconic. Shut up. Sweep them to the side. I don't care. Nia Jax in this group is my favorite, and probably then Beth Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? So, but I have to go with what I like the most, and that's gonna be the Boston.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, that's for me, y'all. I mean, y'all might want to see it the other way. I don't know who y'all favorites are. I'm telling you who my favorites is. I happen to like Bailey and Sasha.
All right, next match. United States Championship, Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. Who you got, Raleigh?
Samoa Joe. Ray, I love you, but you're one of them stars to me that's starting to fade. And Samoa is rising. There is no point in letting a fading star hold back a rising star. Because, truthfully to me, honest to me, personally, the man who should have the championship, or it shouldn't even be in this where he's at, is Samoa Joe.
I mean,
I think he should have beat Brock Lesnar way back many moons ago. I really do. I think that was a bad call to take it that way.
All right. So my take on it all, I agree with you, by the way.
Okay.
But I see it a little differently. Samoa Joe is going to have to compete with Rey Mysterio's speed. Not saying that Samoa Joe doesn't have speed as well. But I just feel like Rey Mysterio's here to put Joe over. I mean,
yeah.
What other reason do you bring a caliber of that magnitude back and not just let him, bring in... I mean, he did a really good job with... I mean, and it wasn't to put him over, but they did a really good job with the Rey Mysterio-Randy Orton match.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the Rey Mysterio... Andrade matches. They were good because they were speed versus speed.
I have no problem against Rey Mysterio, y'all. My thing is, is like he said, I feel like he's there to put butts in seats, not really to compete for like real life championships.
But I mean,
even though he's in this one,
I just don't see any way Rey Mysterio's winning. No. I'd probably say Samoa Joe slaps on the coquina clutch and it's over.
Yeah.
Alright. Next match, and this is another match I wanted to talk about. Let me alright, you listening, WWE? You listening real good? It's for the Intercontinental Championship, by the way. It's Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. Demon Finn Balor. Okay, WWE, why in the hell do you bring out Demon Finn Balor for WrestleMania? Over here. But you don't want to bring Finn Balor. You don't want to bring Finn Balor out for the Royal Rumble match that was for the Universal title. That makes no sense whatsoever. It's like, let's bring Finn Balor back for a Survivor Series match versus Baron Corbin. We're going to bring Demon Finn Balor out for a non-title match. Oh, but at Royal Rumble, we can't have Demon Finn Balor because he can't win the championship. Because Demon Finn Balor at WrestleMania will defeat Bobby Lashley once again and will become the new Intercontinental Championship. Why? Because Demon Finn Balor has never lost. That's my reason.
My take on it, man. I don't know. I like Finn Balor. And the Demon. When he was in NXT, I liked him. But then all of a sudden he came over. He came up, and it was just Finn Balor, and I loved the guy. I loved him. You know what I'm saying? Like when he won the championship, and he hurt himself when he was fighting himself. Remember they won the first was the Universal titles that we won?
Yeah, he was the first ever Universal champion.
You know what I'm saying? That made me mad. He hurt himself and he had to relinquish his title. I was hot behind that one. And then all of a sudden, it's like they don't really know what to do with it. And they play around with Finn and then what he calls his other...
Demon character.
And I'm like, which I like both characters. Don't get twisted. I like both characters. But you know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of those things that it irks me because could you imagine, honestly, y'all, could y'all imagine seeing John Cena come out and not doing this and got that dumb chain on him? Yeah, my name is John Cena. I'm here to throw a couple of rams. No. I'm sorry. Don't make sense. Don't do that. That's stupid. But I'm gonna stick with Bobby Lashley because if you follow our show, you know that we've got and y'all please go back and look at our stream, view it, hit the like button, give your comments. Seriously. But I talk about Bobby Lashley and what I thought because I've always liked Bobby Lashley. I don't kind of like his character now, so I'm stuck between one. Now, if it was Finn Balor and not the Demon King, I would say Finn Balor. But I don't like the Demon King that much, so I'm gonna go with Bobby.
Okay.
But Mr. Mupp is probably right though.
I mean, what is the point of bringing the Demon King out if you're not going to win the match?
I'm seriously, y'all. He's probably right. I'm just,
Why spend 2.5 hours putting on a face paint if you ain't going to win a match?
I'm done. That's a good one.
I'm just saying. All right. So the next match we got on tap. Two old farts going at it. Triple H versus Batista. No holds barred. If Triple H loses, his career is over. And that leads me to believe that Batista will win because, let's be honest, it's two old farts. One came back from a movie he just recently released.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's kind of all I got to say about that. I'm not really hyped about it because I'm just... It's okay. It's good filler.
I mean, I like to see it, you know what I'm saying? It's probably been better back in the day when I was younger. But to me, it's just a way of WWE letting you know that...
Nostalgia.
Triple H is going to focus on the NXT and working behind the scenes,
which is what he's been doing all along anyway.
Yeah, which is what's reason Devon and the Dudley Boys. Devon's he's in the back.
Yeah, he's in the back.
Yeah, I mean, I
think is Bubba in NXT is he up in NXT? Or?
I know he's somewhere else, and I think Bubba might actually still fight.
Yeah.
A wrestler, I think he still does, but I think it's more of those, like I said, nostalgia. Hey, look, y'all, we got Bubba over here, getting butts in seats, But nothing important. Like I said, Devon's in the back. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if they're gonna do this, y'all, to me ain't too much of he's gonna not be able to fight. Is so much is. He's going to come out, give you a match, and he's going to probably break character and come out and, be like, look, you won, Dave. Good job. I just want my fans to know that this is probably going to be my retirement match, and we just want to give y'all a special match before I went out. Something that gave a little bit of flair to it.
All right, so you're agreeing with me then. Batista's winning.
Yeah.
Okay. This match we're not going to talk about that much. Me personally, I could give two hoots about it. I don't know what it is about WrestleMania this year, but man, some of these matches I can't get into.
I'm sorry, this one right here, I'm not gonna say him. It's up the list, and I know the competitors. We talking about Styles and Orton,
the phenomenal AJ Styles and Randy Orton.
Name-wise and what they've done, it's an awesome fight. But to me, there's nothing to it. If they're not fighting for like the title, it does not intrigue me. I it's like, okay. And I was talking to Mr. Mother earlier. I was like, why are they fighting now?
I'm not even sure. He's like, why are they fighting? I have no idea.
Like honestly, I don't even know if there's even a storyline that even led up to it. It's just like I said, them trying to put butts in seats.
So yeah, I'll say Randy Orton puts over AJ Styles. AJ Styles wins.
AJ Styles.
All right. Another match. I'm not really hyped up about it. Like, it's just WrestleMania has been so focused on the
putting butts in seats.
Well, not just
and it looks good on paper.
Not just that though. They've been focusing more on the women's storylines, which I have nothing against.
Which for me personally, because like I said, if you follow us, just go back and look at all the videos. You realize that to me, the women, and we've had this discussion in other streams. The women are the more entertaining right now, and they are.
Yeah, and they are. There's no question.
I mean, come on, like I'm over the moon for Amber Moon.
I mean, and when was the last time she was featured on something?
Exactly. And like I love Asuka. I love Flair. I love Becky. I just the women to me are just awesome. I'm sorry.
I honestly think like the creative team gives more things for like those three women that are about to be in the main event of WrestleMania. I feel like they give them more storylines, they give them more dialogue, they give them more choices to do stuff.
Right. But you know, I will. This is the one time, like I told you, I kind of mess with 205 Live. But I will suggest this right here. Instead of giving the cruiserweight an hour of their own show, why don't y'all just, go ahead and go out on a limb? We want to talk about equality and making the women look good. Hey, I tell you what you need to do. Give the women a program of their own. Flat out.
Yeah.
Dead serious. I don't care what you call it.
I would watch that over 205 Live anyway.
But what you saying? Shoot,
I'm just saying, he's got a point. Rob Bob's got a point. Integrate your cruiserweights in with SmackDown or Raw, depending on where you want to put them.
Yeah.
Give the divas their own WWE Diva program.
Yeah.
Their superstar program.
That way you can focus on all of them and not like losing Ember Moon in the moon.
This is what I suggest. And I think you'll agree with me on this. When you have the WrestleMania match, unify the women's title. Give them an extra layer between the tag titles and the women's titles and create like a women's Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, like seriously.
And give them their own brand.
Yeah, I know y'all want to keep it together, but y'all let the beauty of what the Divas have done, honestly, and like seriously, what they've done, and you just kind of squander it behind a bunch of nonsense, Oh, let's put butts in the seats. Let's bring back the Undertaker to fight some more. No, we don't want to see that. Come on. The best fights for the past couple of years have been the women, the females. I don't care how you say what you say. Like one of my, the grudge match between Banks and Flair was beautiful. Like when she made Charlotte tap on the
it was like in between the rails.
The rails. Oh man, I was like, dude, that's the stuff of that was like seeing Jimmy Snook come off the top of the cage. It was like, wow, hold up.
Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it.
Like, that was awesome. We didn't got completely off. We talking the next match. So let's get back there.
Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. It's his WrestleMania back. He's only been removed from leukemia for about. I'm going to say he's been cleared to wrestle for about 6 or 7 weeks. So, Roman Reigns wins this one hands down and clean.
And because we come on, let that guy.
Unless you want to extend the feud to Extreme Rules, have an Extreme Rules match for say, I don't know, the Intercontinental Championship, wherever that one's at right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say Reigns just for the simple fact that what, Reigns was already here, taking back where he was. I don't think he should be punished for having cancer.
No, I 100% agree with you.
Like seriously, man. I know. And once again, I'm gonna keep hyping our Goofy Wrestling Nuts. I'm gonna hype it. Go back, watch our streams. I talk about Roman Reigns. I like the guy. I liked him when people was booing him. George don't feel like I do. Roman Reigns is one of I have no problem. Today's wrestler, male wise, is my favorite wrestler. Like I forget that. When we talking about wrestling, I don't care who he's fighting. I mean, The Rock could come back. I'll be like, "Game Roman," and Rock is my all-time favorite. But I'm just letting you know.
Which is funny you mentioned that because Roman and The Rock are actually cousins.
Yeah.
Just saying, the Samoan heritage just has a
Oh
deep
yeah, that
lineage.
I'm a Wacky
That's a whole nother video.
Yeah, buddy.
And like I said, I completely lost my thought. I had something and then I completely lost my train of thought.
Plus, I'm sorry, y'all. Who is Drew McIntyre compared to who Roman Reigns is? I'm just saying.
I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, Drew McIntyre is a great wrestler.
I'm not saying it, but I'm saying body of work.
I mean, he was the WCCP champion.
Hey, look, man, we talking about you don't care about nobody else but themselves. The selfish WWE.
Well, why do you think Vince McMahon pretty much consolidated all the territories? Nobody wants to survive on its own right now.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so we both agree on that match. Yep. Alright, WWE Championship match time. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. I think I could probably say where most people lie, and Kofi Kingston's winning the championship. I'm sorry. Kofi has overcome so much stuff in the last 2 to 3 months just to get to this spot. And if WWE hypes this all up for nothing and it doesn't culminate in Kofi winning the championship,
yeah,
y'all are racist.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to pull the black card because I'm not racist. But the thing is, the way you've been treating Kofi, the way you've been treating the New Day, I mean, it could be profiled as racism.
Yeah.
I mean, you not only made Kofi Kingston run through a damn gauntlet. After he got done with the gauntlet, you made him run through Daniel Bryan, which he didn't win. Then, I think the following week, you made the other half of the New Day run through a tag team gauntlet. I mean, now come on. I understand you're trying to recreate the whole B-plus player from when Daniel Bryan won the championship at WrestleMania 30, but nobody can recreate that.
No.
That happened so much organically.
Yeah.
That the yes movement and all that.
It was like they was forced to put him in that, and because that's what we wanted. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
It's like it's a positive. It's like we had so much of a forceful push. Now it's like you're not going to force feed us it. We don't want that.
Right.
So
are you agreeing with me then? You want Kofi?
I'm saying Kofi, and once again, if you read our stream, I do. Mr. Mubs has brought this to attention. I'm not saying that because he's black and I'm black. I'm not doing that.
Well, I'm not either.
Right. I'm just saying. To me, I don't like the Daniel Bryan persona he's using now. If it was part of the movement, then I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like I said, I sit here and tell you right now, Daniel Bryan, all that. But because it's not that, I'm gonna go with Kofi.
I tell you what though, on a side note, everybody, Daniel Bryan is a really good babyface as well as a really good heel. Yeah. He can do either one. And, I mean, I know there's people out there that still like Daniel Bryan regardless if he's a heel or not.
Yeah, because I like Roman Reigns really. Y'all boo him or not, I'm going to still say, yeah!
Alright. So, Universal Championship match. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. Well, we're both pulling for Seth. In case you couldn't tell the face.
Yeah, man. Now, like I said, I've been doing it all through the stream. Go back, watch all the streams. You know for a fact, Roger,
We don't like
aka
Brock Lesnar.
Raw Dog, what he just said.
George, Mr. Mubs, does not like Brock Lesnar.
He's lazy. I don't care what you say. And
He's
the man could
he's
suplex me
lazy.
all through the ring, and I'm going to be suplexed. I'm still going to say he's lazy.
He's lazy. He's overpaid. He doesn't show up for dates. Why do we have this man as a champion? This doesn't make sense. Seth Rollins for the win. There's no other way it's going down unless, money.
Yeah, me and Mr. Mubs had talked about it, and I tell you what I would like to see, you know what I'm saying? And once again, on this one, I'm going with my favorite wrestler of today's world. I said it. To me, wouldn't it be awesome if some way, somehow, I don't care if you keep it, whatever you want to keep it. Let's say somebody came in, Paul Heyman was trying to interfere in the fight. And then Mr. Roman Reigns comes down and helps his friend win the championship. Then I said, to me, I think how Roman is, that smile he got. He should walk to one corner, kind of smile, give you that kind of little half cock, head to the side look. And as as Seth in the middle of the ring, like, yeah, I won the belt. It'd be awesome to be speared, and for him to look at Seth and say, we might be friends, and I appreciate you beating her through my cancer battle, but it's business, my friend. So I'm coming for the belt.
At least that would get it off of Brock. I wouldn't even care how to get it off of Brock.
That's just my dream, y'all.
All right. Now it's time for the cake and the cookies. I guess. But it's main event time. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Winner takes all. This is a no-brainer for both of us. I'm pretty sure we can both agree on this. There's no way that Becky Lynch isn't walking out dual champion.
I don't see it.
It's like the Kofi situation.
Yeah.
There's no way that you're not going to have a lasting image of WrestleMania 35 with Becky Lynch holding up the Raw and SmackDown women's titles. You just don't. You can't have it any other way.
That's where I'm going with. I will go with. But I tell y'all, to me, if you're pulling for Ronda, I think it's a long shot. I think the next possible would be Flair. And like I said, with something to do. It might be something done with her Rick coming down. You know what I'm saying? To me, and the only reason I'm saying this right here, because I'm kind of biased, because like I said, I like Becky, but my favorite female fighter right now, even over Ember Moon, which is hard for me to say, because I love Miss Ember Moon, is Flair. I like her because, like he just said about Daniel Bryan, she can be face, heel, she can do it all. She's beautiful, she's athletic, she can flat out, she's talented as a mug. And it'd be awesome to sit there and say, you know what, look what we did to the Flair dynasty, because I don't care what you say. My personal favorite will always be The Rock. Will always be The Rock. I will not lie to y'all about it. It will be The Rock. It's always my favorite. But legend-wise, like the legends of legends, I'm not even gonna say Hulk Hogan. It's Ric Flair. I don't care. I hated him that much. I hated him so much. He was good, and when you're that good at it, you're great.
Well, see what happened between like the golden era and the now era.
Yeah.
Kayfabe died.
Yeah.
There's no real kayfabe anymore. We do these podcasts about how we want this wrestler to win and that wrestler to win. And back in the day, dude, who didn't want to open up a can of whoop ass on their boss? Who didn't want to tombstone their manager?
Right.
And nowadays it's just like, 50-50 booking sucks because it doesn't create a star within the company.
Right.
Regardless of what you're doing, 50-50 booking doesn't help the superstar that's the champion. It doesn't help the superstar that's losing all the time. It doesn't help the challenger. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, that has been our WrestleMania predictions. Comment down below. Down below.
Hit that like button.
In the face! And
Wow.
make sure you subscribe to the Goofy Wrestling Nuts.
And let your friends know.
All your friends. Goofy Wrestling Nuts. We're going to try to get some t-shirts worked up.
Alright. Raw Dog getting my nerd on.
Mr. Mubs. Out!